Hey everyone, and welcome to AI's Simplified Lab. Today, we're diving into something that's going to save you so much time and seriously level up your school projects. Understanding the difference between a chatbot and an AI agent. Trust me, getting this right is a total game changer. Alright, let's just jump right in. Picture this, you've got a big project due, maybe an essay or you're prepping for a huge exam. You open up your laptop, now what? Which AI are you going to use? Because choosing the right tool is literally the key to getting the best results. Okay, check this out. This makes it super clear. On the left, you ask a chatbot a straightforward question. Hey, explain photosynthesis to me. Easy enough. It digs into its brain and gives you a solid explanation. But look at the right. You're giving an agent a whole project. You're not just asking a question, you're giving it a multi-step mission. One is a simple conversation. The other, it's a full-on workflow. Okay, so first up, let's talk chatbots. You know them? You've probably used them. Think of a chatbot as your friendly AI study buddy, perfect for those quick questions and getting ideas flowing. So what is a chatbot really? Well, at its heart, it's a conversation partner. It uses this tech called natural language processing, or NLP, which is just a fancy way of saying it's really good at understanding what you type and then finding an answer from its built-in knowledge base. But here's the key thing to remember: limited scope. A chatbot can only work with what it already knows. It can't just, go browse the web to find a new answer for you. And wow, have they come a long way. I mean, back in the 60s, you had these really basic bots like Eliza. They just matched keywords. You type, "I feel sad," and it would spit back, "Why do you feel sad?" Not super helpful. But flash forward to today, and we have these amazing tools like ChatGPT and Claude. They're powered by these massive AI brains called large language models. And they can have conversations that are just incredibly fluent and smart. Alright, so if a chatbot is your study companion, then an AI agent, well, that's your personal assistant, and that's a huge difference. An agent doesn't just talk about the work, it actually goes out and does it for you. And the magic words here are autonomously and external tools. See, an AI agent can take a really big goal, like say a huge research paper, and it can break it down into smaller steps all by itself. Then it uses tools like the internet to find what it needs and get the job done without you having to hold its hand through every single step. So how does an agent actually think? It's pretty cool. It doesn't just react to your prompt. No, it actually strategizes. First, it makes a plan. Then it figures out, okay, what information am I missing? And it goes and uses its tools to find it. And then it learns and reflects. It's this whole cycle of planning, acting, and learning that lets it handle those big, chunky projects that would totally stump a regular chatbot. Alright, time for the showdown. Let's put these two side by side. Once you see these differences laid out, you'll know exactly which tool to grab for any task. Okay, let's break this table down. I love this analogy. A chatbot is like a super smart librarian. They've read every single book in their library and they can answer any question you have about them. Amazing, right? But an AI agent is more like a full-blown research assistant. They can leave the library, go check out other libraries, surf the web, and come back to you with a whole new report they put together from scratch. See the difference? It's that autonomy, that ability to use external tools that really sets them apart. Okay, enough theory. Let's get super practical. When should you use a chatbot and when do you need an agent? Let's talk specific examples for your actual schoolwork using only free tools, of course. First up, when is a chatbot your best friend? You'll want to grab a chatbot when you're just brainstorming ideas for an essay, right? Or if you need a quick summary of an article. Or maybe you're stuck on a really tricky concept and just need it explained in simple terms. For that stuff, chatbots are perfect. So go ahead, fire up a free one like ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. They're built for exactly these kinds of quick, focused chats. But what about for those bigger, more complicated projects? That's when you need to level up your toolkit and bring in an agent. Here's a good rule of thumb. If your prompt starts with words like research this, analyze that, or plan my project, that's your cue you probably need an agent. Because those tasks mean going out, searching the web, pulling from a bunch of different sources, and putting it all together. And for that, you've got some amazing free tools like Perplexity, which is a beast for research, or Notebook Elm, which can create a whole study guide from your own class notes. So good. Okay. Now for a really important tip. This is a super common mistake I see people make and it can totally mess up your results. So let's make sure you don't fall into this trap. The biggest mistake you can make is trying to use a chatbot to do an agent's job. It just doesn't work. If you ask a regular chatbot, say, to research something that happened last week, it might give you an answer that sounds super convincing, but it could be totally wrong or just plain made up. It's called a hallucination, and the AI isn't trying to lie to you, it's just filling in the blanks with what it thinks should be there. An agent, though? It'll actually use its tools to go find real, up-to-date information for you. Okay, talking about this stuff is one thing, but the best way to really get it is to try it yourself. So I've got a quick little assignment for you that's going to make this whole concept click. So here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. Open up 2 tabs. In one, have a chatbot like Claude. In the other, an agent-like tool like Perplexity. Now give them both the exact same really complex research prompt. Something like, find the latest research from the last 6 months on CRISPR gene editing. Then just look at the results. Compare them. How do they answer? Do they give you sources? What's the quality like? Seriously, doing this one little experiment will teach you more than I ever could in a video. Awesome job today, everyone. You've really nailed a core concept that's going to make you so much smarter about using AI. Before you go, let me give you a little taste of what's coming up next. We just talked about the difference between the vehicles, the chatbot versus the agent. But what about the engine that's actually making them go? Next, we dig into the AI models themselves. Subscribe so you don't miss it.